If you want to win some free PSN or Xbox gift cards, all you gotta do is be subscribed to my channel, drop a like on this video, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I love Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and why it is definitely in my top 3 favorite Call of Duty games. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. It's going to be an interactive one, so I want you guys all to be commenting your opinions and stuff like that. Going to be reading them all, you know, hearting, liking some comments, all that sort of stuff. Also, let's go for 2,000 likes. If you guys could all like this video, that would be amazing. Of course, if you guys are logged into your YouTube account, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new already, and let's get right into this. So, I made a video in June of 2016, so about maybe 15, 16 months ago now, talking about why I love Black Ops 3 and why I think it was such a successful game. And I broke it down into the guns, the maps, the DLC, the replayability, competitive, all that sort of stuff. And now I thought I'd make sort of an update to that because obviously Black Ops 3 has survived and the replayability is just insane. You know, we're finishing 2 years active on this game's life cycle, and Infinite Warfare, although in my opinion, I think Infinite Warfare was a very fun game to play, at least for public matches. I think it was a very good game for TDM. It just didn't have that same glow and effect on the YouTube scene, in my personal opinion. It wasn't as fun to make videos on as Black Ops 3, and that's why I want to talk about this for Black Ops 3. So let's get right into this. Now, the first thing I want to talk about in Black Ops 3 and what made Black Ops 3 stand out from other games and why I loved it so much was, of course, the DLC and the constant updates. Now, do I think they could have done this a lot better? I definitely do. But having all these new weapons added in, and especially having that second year of DLC and all that updates, really did hype people up and, you know, always allowed people to keep playing this game, and the meta kept switching and shifting as they would buff, nerf, patch guns, and stuff like that. As far as DLC content, I think it's really shifted in Call of Duty. People don't really care about the DLC maps like they used to. It's all about the DLC weapons, and I think Black Ops 3 and AW are probably pretty much tied for, I'd say Black Ops 3 actually has the more better weapons as far as DLC, but AW had the variants and stuff like that, so I'll put those two at the top. Now, while the DLC is really cool, it keeps the game exciting, it is not the best for everyone because I'm aware most people aren't able to, you know, their job isn't playing Call of Duty, so that's why I sort of update these DLC weapons, and I'm aware that most people don't have all the DLC weapons on their account, which can be very annoying. I know the feeling. It took me so long to get certain weapons, like there's ones that I wanted, like the FAMAS I didn't have for so long, the HG40, that sort of stuff. So the DLC weapons are cool, but at the same time, it isn't ideal for every gamer, so that's sort of a negative there, but of course that's how it's going to be to make money. Now, the main thing about why I love Black Ops 3 so much is the guns in the game. I don't think we've ever had another game where the meta shifted so much and different guns were good at different times. I mean, if you think about it, I've made, you know, a lot of class setups on this video. That's basically what I was popular for in like the first year of Black Ops 3 and even the second year, because things started and kept shifting with all these patch updates. I definitely think the best thing about this game is that, you know, while there is those 2 or 3 guns that are super overpowered, all the rest of the guns are on a pretty fair playing field. And if you ask certain people, I mean, I'll ask you guys right now, leave in the comment section down below what your favorite gun is in the game. I'm going to guess pretty much every gun is going to be mentioned, at least the main popular ones. In my opinion, my favorite gun in the game right now would probably be the M8A7, but I know there's a lot of different guns and a lot of things that can be different, that you can definitely be successful with. I've definitely dropped 50 kill TDMs with pretty much every gun on the AR and SMG category, and the gun balance, although there was those standout ones, the gun balance among most of the guns was very good. And I know some people are going to say the gun balance was horrible, everyone uses VMP, but in previous Call of Duty games it was literally everyone would use UMP and ACR. In this game, you check the kill feed, there's a CUDA there, there's a Banshee, there's an HVK. I mean, just watch the kill feed in this video, there's people sniping. The gun balance was very good, and I think that is a main key, and that's one thing I actually am worried about going into World War II, is are the guns going to be fun to use? Not only were the guns fairly balanced, they were fun to use. I'm not gonna lie, using the Weevil is fun to use. That's a fun gun to use. Same with the HVK, the Honey Badger class up. And there's something about that that makes you want to keep coming back and playing over and over and over again, because guns are fun to use and fun to play with. And that's probably the main thing that made this game stand out for me. Now, as far as the maps, I definitely think whenever it comes down to a Call of Duty game, there's 3 main things that make the Call of Duty game: guns, maps, and kill streaks. Guns, I would give Black Ops 3 probably a 10 out of 10. They couldn't have done much better with the guns. As far as the maps, I'd give them an 8 out of 10. The maps were pretty good and definitely well designed. I just think that some of them were a bit large, and that's one thing, is that with the advanced movement, they make the maps a bit larger than they need to be. And that's one thing that I definitely would give them, you know, they could have made some smaller maps, and I'm hoping that in World War II, we get a bunch more smaller maps. So I definitely don't think this game had it definitely had one of the best gun sets. As far as map sets, I don't think it had the best map set. I think probably MW3, maybe BO2, probably those ones had the best maps. At AW also had, even IW. Those games, while they're underrated because of people hating them for different reasons, the maps on those games were incredible. And I think BO3, while it has very, very strong maps, it also has quite a few pretty weak maps. I mean, Havoc is a fairly weak map. I mean, I don't find any enjoyment in playing on that map. I think it's just sort of like a turbine sort of condensed. It's not that very good of a map. So the maps is something I definitely would knock off points for. As far as kill streaks, I gotta give them like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Kill streaks in this game were awesome again, and that is another thing that made this game stand out, is in these futuristic Call of Duty games, at least in the past, the last time we had good kill streaks, BO2, literally. COD Ghost kill streaks were crap. AW, they were okay. They were decent in AW. At BO3, they're amazing. And then for other ones, we also have, what other games do we have? We have IW and COD 4. Obviously, COD 4 Remastered just has the old kill streaks, so there's nothing there. And IW has some pretty lame kill streaks. So for kill streaks, I'll definitely give them a 10 out of 10. The ways that you can maneuver the kill streaks and use them is another thing that makes me love this game so much, because you can run UAV, counter UAV, and lightning strike, or you can run Wraith, Hater, Wraps. You can run like huge stuff in this game, and that customizability definitely adds. Another thing I will say, and this is something that a lot of people didn't like, the Specialist, I love. And the thing about that is, and this is another concern for me going into World War II, is I think that you should have the ability to customize that's why I love a game like League of Legends. I play League of Legends quite a bit. I'm a Platinum 5 jungler in League of Legends, and what I like about that game is you pick your champion, you pick your build path, you pick which abilities you're leveling up. There's so much different customizability. When back in Call of Duty, of course, it's just M16 with a red dot. In this game, you get to pick not only your attachments, your perks, you can customize the camo, you can make your own camos, your kill streaks, and the Specialist just adds another aspect to that, which I think, I mean, I understand why people hate Specialists for competitive matches, but as far as Specialists being in the game in a public match, it just adds another level of customizability and makes it super fun. I definitely think Specialists were awesome, and I'll definitely give those, you know, I mean, that can't really have a rating because it's not from previous Call of Duty games, but I definitely think that was a plus as well. As well as this game, one thing that is kind of dumb to mention, but another reason why I love it, is you're not missing anything. It has theater mode, you have a great combat record, you have great leaderboards, everything is there, which is kind of a dumb thing to give a points for, but after we saw IW, you never know, right? That game did not, I mean, even when they updated it, has terrible leaderboards, a god-awful combat record, and it's just not the same as Black Ops 3, where people literally play this game over and over to get on the leaderboards, and combat records are very visible in this game. I'll definitely give them props for that as well. Now, the main reason why this game lasted so long is, of course, because it is fun to play and the replayability is there. And I definitely think the competitive is good on this game as well. I played competitive in a few games of Call of Duty, and in my opinion, the most fun games for competitive that I've played personally were Call of Duty Ghost. I just thought that game has a pretty lacking public matches, but for competitive, it worked very, very well. And I think Black Ops 3, in my opinion, is probably, I mean, Black Ops 2 also very good, but for me personally, I thought Black Ops 3, I put more time into the competitive, and I thought it was super duper fun because of how you can outplay people with the movement system. And I think the movement system adds that extra level of outplayability. Of course, it also adds unpredictability, which some people hate, but it adds the ability to outplay people, and it definitely makes it pretty fun to play competitive. Overall, these are some of the reasons why I think Black Ops 3 is one of the best Call of Duty games. I definitely think, as far as my favorite Call of Duty games, I would probably put Black Ops 3 as my number 3 favorite Call of Duty game, or maybe number 2. MW3 for me is number 1. and then number 2 is between BO2. I'll probably give it to BO3, and then number 3 to BO2. Those are from my favorite Call of Duty games. I want you guys to let me know in your comment section down below. I thought BO3 was a very fun one. It's one where it was fun to make videos. There was a bunch of stuff to do, and with the constant updating, they made this game very enjoyable. Still to this day, I can hop on, play some free-for-all, play some search and destroy. The game works well for every aspect of it, and that is why it's such a good game. Competitive is awesome. Sniping is fairly good. I had an issue with sniping because, I mean, sniping in this game, snipers love it because it really takes skill. Amateur snipers like myself, it's not so good for because the auto aim, there's no auto aim. But for real good snipers like FaZe members, they love this game. And then of course the public matches, there's so many different game modes that are fun. Free for all, TDM, search and destroy. Safeguard I think was sort of a flop, and that is one thing that I didn't enjoy. And another thing that I didn't enjoy about Black Ops 3 was the Days of Summer event. It was also a flop, but you can't really blame them because that was the second year life cycle. So it's sort of like they're already going above and beyond. So that's what I would say as far as this game. I want to hear your guys' opinions down in the comment section down below. Of course, this is my opinion after playing this game for 2 years, and I still love it, which in most Call of Duty games, they last for about 7 months, and then people are saying, where's the next one? Of course, right now I'm feeling like, where's the next one? But that's because it's been 2 years, and I'm very excited for World War II, and I think you guys are too, hopefully. Drop a like on this thing. I want to hear your guys' opinions down in the comment section down below. Should be an interesting comment section. Just some of the reasons why I love Call of Duty games, and make sure, you know, especially in this next Call of Duty game, what I'm looking for is the guns, the maps, and the kill streaks. Those are the main 3 that make a good Call of Duty game. Everything else around that is extra. Those are the core, and I think Black Ops 3 pretty much nailed all of those. So thanks for watching, guys. If you could drop a like on this video, let's go for 2,000. Subscribe for a cookie, subscribe and don't looky if you guys are new, of course. And I'll leave you guys with the end of this gameplay, just a couple seconds left. I think I dropped like 113, 120 kills, something like that. This is with some like old Vesper gameplay. This is like in the middle of all the Vesper patches, and you know, it fits perfectly for this game, for this commentary, because this is what I love about the game. Nuketown, going for these mid-level kill streaks, dominating with the specialists, and using a very, very fun gun. And actually, the gameplay is about to wrap up here in literally 1 second. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys could, smack that like button, of course. And you guys can see here, slaying out with the Vesper. How many kills? I think I got 116 kills. So pretty good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub for a cookie and no looky. And I'm out. Peace.